It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Would you cut it out, please? Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is being brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit. Hop on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. And make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. Joining me on the P program today is my cat from the NYC, aka Rucker Park. What's with that? Oh, the slow. Oh, he stepped out of bounds right there. Oh, yes, he did. Okay, don't want to play the rest of the intro. What's happening? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Flag on the play. What's happening?
Why you hating on the greatest player of all time, man? Why
You mean?
Yeah, you do know Kobe is the greatest player of all time, irregardless of what some other people say. You know, we disregard what other people in other corners of the world.
Wow, that didn't take long. But go ahead. What were you saying?
Not at all.
Okay,
yeah. First, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, got you. And on the other side of the ledger, we got my man from up north, Joey James, aka Double J. Oh, the outlaw. Wow. Oh, no, he didn't with the step. Oh, Double J. Oh, yeah, the producer. Yeah, tell the people what you say. Oh, my goodness.
There was a man named Tone Loc who once said, "That funky cold Medina." How that?
Oh my gosh! Seriously, you took all the time in the world just to let us know that. Okay, it's all good. And then, last but not least, we got my man down there in the bottom left. Probably you're right, Mr. Oh, there he is, Mr. Shadow Man, aka TJ. What's happening?
We have to get a better intro than that. We got to get a better intro. Who's the engineer? Who's the engineer who came up with that?
Me. Actually, the flop is perfect for you. Yeah, the flop is apropos. It is. I just wanted to apologize to viewers out there right quick, just to let you all know. When you heard the intro, I don't know, whatever it is, it might be a software glitch, but it was speeding up, then it was slowing down. Y'all know how we do here on the shop, baby. We do the electric slide. That's what that was. All right. First off, or before we get things started today, I want to give a shout out to my man Max Verstappen. Yes, indeed. Who last week held off Lewis Hamilton, my boy, that's my favorite, to win the Formula One, that's F1, Formula One again for all you kindergartners out there, of the United States Grand Prix, excuse me, who currently Max does a 6-point lead over Lewis for the Drivers' Championship with only 6 races left to go. Stay tuned for that one. Ha ha! And our first item up for bid, I should say, after the shout out, is Lady Sumo. Fellas, do you all know who Sharon, Sharran, Sharon Alexander is? Anybody?
No, sir.
No clue? Well, check this out.
Well,
oh, Double J, you know who it is?
Please. Yeah, okay. Only on the surface level, by all means, enlighten us.
Yes, Sharon Alexander is one of the first British women to be recognized as a world-class sumo wrestler. She began her career in 2006 at the age of 41. Earning 4 gold medals internationally and representing Great Britain in the World Sumo Championships, and is a nanny to boot. Brother Rich, what say you about that? Mrs. Alexander getting it down. And I don't have a picture to show you right now, of course, because, we write things down here on this program, but you can go look at the picture. I'm trying to tell you, I would not want to see that lady in no dark alley.
Yeah, it's like Medea meets Big Mama.
Oh, yeah, 2-3 times.
She's a sumo wrestler, fellas. What do you think she's going to look like? Come on now, let's be real.
Yeah, she's a sumo wrestler. Yeah. That's it, Brother Rich? That's all you got to say?
No.
Really?
What I would say is kudos to this young lady for, at the age of 41, achieving something and arriving at a proficiency level where she could go to the Olympics in that endeavor and doing something that most people just look at on television but could never do in all their lives. So kudos to her. That's
yes, absolutely. Kudos to her. We'll give her another button. And I think I mentioned it a time or two throughout our programs, our episodes, the shop episodes. That is a sport that's definitely challenging, but professional bull riding. Oh my gosh! Have you ever been to a professional bull riding match?
No, but I see it when I see somebody trying to make a case for LeBron being the best player in the world. Like they, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, sounded to me like you were running with the Bulls on that one, because that was some. Oh, sorry about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Brother Rich, where you jet setting off to next month? I heard you was going. You going to Milan? You and Double J? You going to the south of France? Where y'all going? Me and TJ, we got to go to work.
I'm going to your old stomping ground, Miami, to look for the evidence.
Yeah, he deserved that.
Yeah, he sure did. That didn't take long. TJ, what say you, man, about the first female sumo wrestler? World-class sumo wrestler to be.
To be honest with you, I really didn't hear anything, but she was 41. I had some technical difficulties. My screen blanked out and everything.
No, you was back there looking at that poster in the background. Would you cut it out, man? I'm gonna get me some background material. Yeah, I see. Listen, man, you turned around and look, man. Oh, cut it out.
If you want it, you can have it, man. I'll send it to you, or I can just bring it to work. You can have it.
Oh,
I'm not
sure?
I'm not trying to repaint my walls. I'm not trying to do that. Double J, what say you, since TJ was over there technical difficulty, and what say you about Miss Sharon Alexander, first British woman to be recognized as a world-class sumo wrestler?
Keep in mind here, she's 56 now, I believe. So
yeah,
that being able to do anything at a world-class level at that age,
after 40, yep,
is certainly a achievement in itself.
Absolutely.
As our host, will tell you about the motor skills.
That's terrible.
I'll give you one, Double J. You deserve it.
Let me explain something to y'all. No one on this program other than myself can talk about my senility. I'm just letting you know that right now, okay? Things of that nature. But I will say this: once you hit 40, I was playing in the Midnight League, a hoop league, at 39 when the clock struck 12. Went up for a jumper, man. And when I came down, man, I was all they had to get a wheelbarrow, man, take me on the plane. That's it, baby. The calcium deposits had been built up, baby, and was all a done deal. Yes, I do have my AARP card because that was about 10, 12 years ago. Now I am in my 50s. Thank you very much. I'll give myself a button. But believe me, when you get to this age, you're grateful, first of all, to have seen it. And second of all, boy, oh boy, talking about icy hot. I keep it on deck. But seriously, the most important thing at this stage in my life, the most important thing, don't get me wrong, I love my children and all that good stuff, is I have to focus on trying to avoid the Depends aisle at the grocery store. I go in there, no, I don't want to know. I find myself down, you know what I'm saying? And then I look across the other aisle, it's the baby food.
So you hear that? You guys hear that? Calcium deposits and other deposits.
Oh, not funny. TJ, why you keep running? Where you going, man? Oh, TJ, man, would you stop unplugging your LeBron poster? Yeah, he's going to check his stats. Yeah, anywho, I'm actually impressed with the lady, to be honest with you. When I came across this story, and I seen it a while back, and I've been wanting to talk about it, discuss it. Mm-hmm. And he just didn't make his way in the rotation until now, unfortunately. But to your point, Double J, for somebody at that age, especially a woman, I'm not trying to sound chauvinistic or nothing like that, or prejudiced or nothing or whatnot. But, to be a sumo wrestler in any sport, I mean, my goodness, and we've seen some power lifters and, weightlifters or whatever the case may be. That stuff is not easy, man. And then to do it, like you said, at a high level, at this stage in the game, you know what I'm saying? Kudos to that lady. Is she, Double J, is she still doing anything now? Because I couldn't find whether or not she was still competing.
Yeah, from the picture she has, she's still active. I know she received a world record for being the heaviest in her class. So again, when you think of just the nature of that sport, just that feat again. Now we're just piling on, with the accolades.
Yeah, right.
At that point. So again, hats off to her for again getting started when she did. I think if anything, there's your life lesson, right, for everybody out there. You don't need those commercials of the guy, saying you're sitting on the couch, go back to school.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that's a good point.
Or
You
like
never
spending a whole bunch of money for a team in Dallas and they don't win anything and trying to inspire them. Yeah.
Brother Rich is batting 1,000 as usual. Didn't see that coming, right? Yeah.
He keep doing them jabs.
Didn't see that coming.
He keep doing jabs.
Yeah, that's what he do though. You know what I mean? He like Machine Gun Kelly over here. You know what I mean? Trying to get him in.
Wow.
Yeah, machine gun.
I'm just contributing, gentlemen. I just made a simple comment.
Oh, absolutely not. Please don't try to. Don't.
Hey, Brother Rich.
My stats.
What you gonna ask him, TJ? Go ahead. Before we go on, move on. Go ahead. TJ, you there?
He froze like LeBron at the line.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Anyway, our next item up for bid is our NFL Pick'em Week 9. Now, what we're going to try to do before we go into this one, we're going to try next Sunday to have Slam's 75 greatest players discussion. So there probably won't be any NFL Pick'ems next week. We're going to try. I'm still trying to get my hands on the list, the magazine, or something or other of that nature. But before we go into our Week 9 Pick'ems,
you sound like a Cowboys coach. We're going to try. We're going to try. We're going to try.
And there's the trifecta. All right, Brother Rich is batting 1,000 like the Dodgers. I don't know why he keeps wearing that hat.
At least we've won in the last 20 years.
Yeah, the A stands for Atlanta. I see it. Yes, indeedy.
And then he got the Clippers. I see the Clippers hoodie too, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say,
you
man.
Do see that. You absolutely do see
they
that.
haven't won in the last 800 years.
Absolutely do see that. You absolutely do see that.
And speaking of the Clippers, right quick, didn't the Cavs beat the Clippers?
Yeah, they whooped that butt.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the Cavs. Mobley looking like he might be some kind of stizzar or something, whatnot. TJ, we're gonna start with you though. I know we don't do our gridiron games anymore, but what from today's NFL action, what surprised you today?
The Cleveland Browns, man.
What? Oh wow!
Listen. I want to go somewhere else. But I want to go to like the Saints after Jameis Winston got hurt and they still won. But it's the Browns, bro. I can't.
That's all you can say. That's all you got.
No, I'm thinking I'm breaking up again because my on my side it's like glitching.
Oh, okay, it's all good. No, you.
Yeah. So with the Browns, our coach, it's 4th and 1. We on the 50. The opposition has no kicker, and we punt the ball. I just didn't get it. I don't understand that.
So you blaming the coaching?
That's one.
Okay.
2, Jarvis Landry. He's our safety net, but he dropped a lot of passes today. So I can't blame Baker. I cannot blame Baker this week.
Oh wow, that's
my biggest takeaway. Those two right there.
Oh wow, Brother Rich, what's your biggest takeaway for today?
Same game, similar circumstances, except this. I think this was a make or break game for the season.
No,
here's why I said that.
You must beat them. You must beat them.
Exactly. This was a game that the Browns should have won this game. Emotionally, where the season is at, the fact that they have come off some tough games, lost some games. This was not that they can't go further and they won't do anything, but this makes the season and the work that needs to be done that much tougher. This was one of those kind of games you're supposed to have the kind of team that the Browns have assembled. You're supposed to go into this weekend and check on the board that we should, if everybody goes out and does their part, we should win this game.
We got beat up at the line of scrimmage.
Yes. And
Both sides.
That should
Yeah,
happen.
well, I
Should
can't
not happen.
argue with you on that
Chubb
right
didn't
there.
get but one hole all day. Like,
Shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but you know what? It was odd. They kept running to the right side. Conklin was not in the game. Why would they keep going running to the right side? And I
it's
don't
like
know
they
who-
stick to whatever game plan they have and just stick to
yeah,
it.
the adjustments. I don't know. A lot of people here are calling for Stefanski's head already. They or
What?
for the yes, I'm telling you, some people.
No,
haven't
I
talked
wouldn't.
to-
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they say they don't. They say his play calling is similar to what it was in Minnesota, but for the and more so than that, a lot of people are saying more people. Let me say it that way, are asking for Van Pelt to be calling the plays.
No. He calls great plays.
Stefanski?
He calls great plays. Either they drop them or Baker's off target every time. Like, it be plays downfield. We miss every game, man. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I don't know though, Brother Rich. I know they're 4-4 right now. I know it looks bleak, but I mean, you still got what, 9 games left to go.
Yeah,
know
but
what
here's
I'm
the
saying?
thing. Here's the thing. There are two.
You just don't
games.
like the direction it's going or something.
That's what I'm telling you. The
Okay.
direction, the energy is not. The energy is not there. You playing Pittsburgh. You're supposed to be up for that. Jarvis Landry's supposed to catch that. This is Pittsburgh. We're supposed to hit harder against Pittsburgh. The line is supposed to be tight against Pittsburgh. One go down, another one come in. This is the NFL. Somebody gonna get hurt. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
We supposed to be prepared going into Pittsburgh. That's what I'm telling you. And
Baker made some great throws today, and they were just dropping them.
I don't like the direction.
Like, it was one throw in particular he threw to Higgins behind him on purpose, so he won't get nailed by the cornerback or the linebacker, whoever was over there.
Yeah,
he should have caught that ball, man.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised at you, Brother Rich. I thought you might have picked the Jets.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
I mean,
That's
you know
another-
what I'm saying? Being that you from the 5 boroughs, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Man,
I was gonna pick the Cowboys, but they haven't done anything for such a long time. I want to wait.
You said it right, B Rich, Cowgirls.
I don't want to. No, here's the thing. I don't want to offend the real women and girls and nice ladies that listen to our program.
I don't care who get offended. They the Cowgirls. Anyway, go ahead.
Absolutely not. You all's jokes are not even. Oh, I guess you all will be here all week. Because it's absolutely terrible right now. Who said anything about the Cowboys? We're talking about the Browns. You all say we don't talk about the Browns enough, and here we are talking about the Browns. Giving the Browns the floor right now. I'm letting you all have your discussion.
The only reason you're letting the Browns have the floor is because we lost today. Let's be honest. That's the only reason.
No, that's not the only reason.
I agree.
No, absolutely not. No.
You're relishing the fact that the Browns.
No, I'm not relishing anything.
So that you can continue to remind us that they are
not.
your grandpappy's Browns.
No,
and your grandpappy used to bring us up knapsacks and break out his sandwich and give y'all.
Hey, Rich in a bad mood today, man.
Yeah, I know you're in a bad mood. Everybody care about that. Hey, so
these are not your grandpappy's Browns, man. We don't want to hear that.
Could you sit still?
This is not your grandpappy's. I'm just telling the platform that we just.
Get it out, B.
Like, man,
B, get it all out, B.
Yeah, no.
It was right over there. We used to sit right here.
Get it out, B.
Right there.
Yeah,
and I had the dog right over there.
Yeah. Look at him. He sounds constipated, don't he?
We know this.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Jay.
No,
hey, he's fitting, man. Let him fit.
No, he's not comfortable sitting atop that rented mule.
Let my man vent, man. This is a safe space for him to vent, and that's what he's doing. So let him have it. Man.
Yeah. Well, Tito, hand him some tissue. Who cares? Cry me a river. All right. Who cares? Yeah. No. And what I said was, before we get to our pick'ems, because I only got 5 games to pick for next week. I was just going to give you all a little interlude of sorts. I said, from today's games, what surprised you? That's how I put it out there. TJ said the Browns.
And I agree with him. And I agree with him.
So what do you mean? I didn't lead up with the Browns. I didn't do that. See what I'm saying?
But you allowed the platform to continue with the Browns because you know we're
Well, I
Brown.
said, I
All of us
thought
are
you
Brown
thought it was going to
fans,
be the
and
Jets.
you relish in the fact that we lost today. We all
No,
know.
I'm not. I don't relish that. Are you serious?
Yeah, you a little extra giddy today. I don't like
Extra
that, man.
giddy.
I'm
don't
giddy
like
because the Miami Hurricanes just knocked off another ranked team this yesterday. All right.
Barely.
Now listen to his language. Listen to his language. The Miami Hurricanes knocked off. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, we understand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna set a record for better today.
I didn't read the blotter report that said the Miami Hurricanes.
You're gonna set a record. You're gonna set a record for buttons today. I can tell you that right now. Double J, would you like to weigh in on this? You know, you see shenanigans is going on down here at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, you see that?
I mean, so we're still on the Browns?
The surprise. No,
that's what I thought. But no, see what it is Brother Richard is upset the fact that Kershaw didn't show up and Scherzer got a lame arm and the Dodgers are once again not in the World Series.
You know, something I will point out, though, Atlanta is one win away from the 2012 Tigers pitching staff from all winning a ring.
Oh, wow.
All 5 starters would have won a ring since then with a different team. That's how good that rotation was. Yep.
Who cares? Wow. The Indians been gone.
Atlanta is very good. They are good.
Yes, they are. Don't talk about the Indians. They've been sued right now by the roller derby team here in Cleveland.
Darned if they do, darned if they don't.
Yeah, the name.
Doesn't that kind of follow? Anyway,
exactly.
We'll leave that alone.
Yeah. Okay, so nobody's going to talk about the Jets. I mean, that's fine.
Well, what do you mean? What about them?
What they do?
They won today. What are you talking about?
So what?
They beat the Bengals.
Yeah. So we're not going to give them credit for. I mean, we was lambasting them.
Hold on. You want us to take this precious program and take time to discuss the Jets, while you will not every week allow a moment other than when we lose to talk about the Browns. You always want to talk about the Cowboys. We can talk about the Miami Hurricanes.
I don't say nothing about the Cowboys.
Talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. We can never talk about the Browns except
we're not talking about Jordan and cleats. Absolutely not. We're not talking about him either. And I'm not going on and on about the Jets. I just found it odd that you being from all 5 boroughs or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Tell them how you used to get down. You know Africa Bambaataa personally. We know that, right? I figured you might want to talk about one of the boroughs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. I like Cowboys fans. This man is prone to exaggerations. That we're going to do tremendous things and they never deliver. So pay him no mind.
Okay, got you. Well, we'll move right along then. All right, and our last item up for bid. We're gonna get y'all out of here in time to see that Sunday night game.
Yeah, we know why.
Well, that's every week we try to get people out of here on time to see that game. Oh,
we knew it was gonna be on time today.
Stop it.
Hold on. Who play tonight? The Cowboys?
It might be early.
I don't know.
You see, TJ, everybody knows. Everybody can finish in 10 minutes right now.
I just took a wild guess. I didn't
even let me finish.
Wow.
We're moving right along. The train.
You trying to wrap the show up to watch them bums?
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
You just took a wild guess. More like sound like you sipping on wild turkey. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what you're talking about. NFL Pick'em Week 9. Are y'all ready? All right. Vikings at the Ravens, TJ. I didn't find any other game that I thought might be interesting. That's why I only got 5. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TJ. Yeah. Vikings at the Ravens. Who you got?
I got Superman on my side. I'm going to take Lamar Jackson.
So what do whoa. Oh, Lamar Jackson is Superman now?
Yeah, he's Superman for that team.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I got you, Superman, for that. I'm a little BSJ is a little slow to the party. That's senility. Brother Rich, who you got? Vikings at the Ravens.
I have to agree with my nephew because when he's right, he's right. No, listen. When he's right, he's right. He's wrong so much that the few times that he is right, I have to agree with him.
You see his face? Yes, absolutely.
On this one, he is absolutely correct. That as we all know, as Lamar Jackson goes, so go the Ravens. And the unfortunate thing is it's exactly like that. As he goes, so they go. So as long as he's healthy, they're a defensive juggernaut as a franchise, and as long as he's running the other side of the ball, they're always in contention. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So the Ravens are offensive juggernaut, but the Bills are not.
Here's the thing. The difference is the Bills are what? Check the tape on this pre-program. The Bills are just the Bills. We don't care if they go 19-0. The Bills are still the Bills.
Wow, that's disrespectful. So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Double ain't they like 0-4 in Super Bowls?
Yeah, and that's in modern history.
Oh, so you mean like foreign? Anyway, never mind. Anyway,
we talk. Hey, hold on, listen. We talking football. This
okay. What you mentioned?
Did you see how that was a backwards compliment?
Yeah, thank you. You mentioned a number. You said ain't they 0-4 in Super Bowls? Oh, okay.
Well, no. But I caught what you did, host of ours.
What did I do? What did I do?
Go with it.
You were implying what the record was against someone.
Fact.
Within those Super Bowls.
No, I was implying 4-6 with somebody else. See, y'all didn't even catch. Anyway, yeah, y'all didn't even catch that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Double J, you going with the Ravens too, huh? Okay, everybody. So it's a trifecta on that one too. Brother Rich, we come back to you. Oh, Brandon got it. Oh, B win. All right, is he up? TJ, is he up and going? I would have sent him a link. It's all good though. They have got.
Hey, he watching? Holler at him.
They got to go on at least a 4-game win streak to win back over. Who is that? B? Who you saying? The Browns.
Yeah,
okay,
I told you that. See, that's exactly. They got to go on the win streak.
All right, this is where I'm gonna interject on this because the host kind of passed me up on all this, and something I want to point out.
Hold on. I should have had a doggone what's the TV show? Oh, the cop show.
Come on, man. Don't let your all-timers take over the show.
Button. I will get what? TJ, you being disrespectful? Absolutely not.
We don't need the all-timers kicking in right now. We got to get this on the road. You got to watch them cowgirls, man. Come on now.
I know. You said we're on a time crunch and all,
over here snapping and looking like the Temptations and all that. Come on, get it together, man.
Yeah, I'll give you a little button for that. Oh, please cut it out. What you saying, Double J? You got to interject. I said a Law and Order button. That's what I need. I'm gonna get one. Watch what I tell you. I'm gonna get one.
Defensively, they've played in consecutive order here. Some of the Browns have came up against some of the league's best defenses, for the last 4 or 5 weeks now.
Oh, okay.
And so what we're all kind of failing to realize is not only is this team literally playing with one arm behind their back or leg.
Oh, that was a pretty good one. I'll give you that. I caught that. Yeah, that was a shout out to Baker, but go ahead.
On top of that, they're going against fierce competition. That's why you've seen fool's gold in what's piled on chili with a mountain of cheese there.
Oh my!
In Cincinnati.
I don't want the visual. Yuck.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gave us anyway.
I already gave you a load of crap. Is that what you're saying? Absolutely not.
Deposit.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll give you another button.
Anyway,
Ike, go ahead. What were you saying?
But instead, what they have coming is where the optimism needs to be. So to be Wynn's point, that 4-game win streak and they're going to get hot at the right time. They're going to get hot and healthy simultaneously. So that's why I'm not drinking anybody's Kool-Aid right now, or
fair.
Jumping off a particular deep end. So
that's fair.
We're good.
You still think they got a chance to win the division?
I gotta disagree with you and my brother.
Yes, because of who Baltimore's their schedule.
I gotta disagree with both.
Okay, that's fair. What do you mean? What are you disagreeing with, TJ? Oh, his computer is freezing again.
I disagree because it's freezing out right now. But can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
All right.
Say you want.
I disagree because the next 4 teams we about to play, they about to stop a mud pie in our behind, if you know what I mean. Baltimore,
the Lions. If anybody's a get right team, it's the Detroit Generals.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the Lions might whoop us the way we're playing. I don't like it.
Oh no.
I don't believe that either. So TJ, what you trying to say? At the end of these next 4 games, you think the Browns gonna be what? 4-8?
You see this? I might have made some money off the Browns. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm betting against them. My brother, no, I ain't lying either. I'm betting against them.
Oh, unbelievable. But look at the shirt he wearing. You worse than Brother Rich
Oh,
over
no,
here.
this ain't Nick
You're a
Chubb.
Browns fan, but
Well,
you wearing
he's
Dodgers
really,
and Clippers.
let's be honest.
Oh, cut it out.
He's not
Nobody's
betting
taking y'all
against the Browns.
serious.
He's betting against Baker Mayfield. Let's be honest. That's who he doesn't believe in Baker Mayfield, and he's betting against Baker Mayfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah, B.
I'm with you. That's who he's betting against. Yes.
I'm with you on that too, B. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
y'all can't tell me if that other quarterback, Keenum, was playing, we would have lost that game.
Ain't no guarantee they would have won that game. What are you talking about?
I just feel like Keenum would have won that game. I promise you. I was talking about that all week at work, man.
Based on what? Well, I mean, I did mention early before we came live. I did mention how the play caller looked a little bit different when one versus the others.
Yeah, it's like he opened up different calls for him. I don't know, man. That 4-for-1, it just blowing my mind right now.
So then let me pose this question to you then. Is Stefanski sabotaging the situation because they don't believe in Baker?
I wouldn't call it sabotage. He don't have the highest regard for how he quarterbacks. I think he like Keenum better, to be honest. But he know that our organization drafted him #1, so he still got to rock with Baker Mayfield. That's how I feel, man. He got to rock with him till he go on some type of drought.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that before. The new regime comes in and it's not really their guy, so they try to work with the guy.
But that's the truth.
Beforehand. Yeah, I get you. But hold on. But let's go back. Let's revisit the draft right quick when Baker got selected. I'm getting feedback. Somebody's cell phone or something is on. Excuse me. We looked at John Dorsey. We have been in every game we played this year with the exception of the Cardinals. Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah, I agree.
Thanks to Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. But go ahead.
Yeah, but it's a team game.
Well, where were they today then? With a 9-8 or 9-7, each respectively in fantasy, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, but I thought football was a game of phase. All 3 units, all 3 phases need to be basically, there was a collective effort for the most part in order to get wins.
That's what I'm saying. I don't disagree, but when you're looking at what Odell Beckham's doing, you're seeing a breakdown in all 3 phases. Look, did he force himself back too soon? Is timing not there? There's a whole lot of things that, this is a game that requires, they talk about inches. You've seen it in every football, Hollywood movie that has to do with the game of football. So, that type of stuff matters. And when you're all injured, you're off.
Yeah, well, I can't. Yeah. I mean, but injuries are part of the NFL. You know what I mean? They really are. All right, Brother Rich, this next one we got the Browns at the Bengals. We'll start with you. Who you got?
Game to get well, the Browns all the way.
That's what I'm saying. TJ, you talking about the Browns going to get mopped in the next
Again,
4 games.
We know he's not betting against the Browns. Let's reiterate that. He's against Baker Mayfield. I believe Baker and the Browns pull it together and get well against this team. I believe.
Okay, yeah, well, I tell you what.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's in Cincinnati. That's a tough call. And they're going to be seething today the way they lost that game. Because they look like the Bungles once again. I'm trying to tell you. TJ, who you got? Who you got next week? Browns at the Bengals.
If you talking about a get right game, all would be forgiven if we beat the Bengals at their house. But I think the Bengals might beat us, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I disagree.
Chase don't get a touchdown. We know that because we got no cornerbacks. Our safeties hurt. Everybody got a neck injury on the defense. I don't know what's going on, man.
That's from turning their head back and forth because they can't excuse me. I don't know why I'm a little blurry here. Oh, wow. What the heck is going on with my camera?
You put one of your bifocals on the lens?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you get a button. I don't think so, man. I don't. No. The Browns ain't going no further. They'll beat the Bengals. Yes, they will.
What's the score?
I'm not doing no prediction. Right now, Cincinnati is the better team of Ohio. Yeah,
Right.
well, that's Doc weighing in. Yeah, all right, Doc. We'll give you a shout out for that one. Okay. B win way back in. So I believe the Browns are still highly capable of going on a streak, starting with the Bengals next
The
week.
better team
by
in
a nice
Ohio by
margin,
what measurement?
30-21.
By what standard are they the better team in Ohio?
That's why I'm telling you guys, pay attention
By
to
their
the
record.
But who have they played? The same thing Double J just brought up. Who have they played, and what's been their level? What have they gone through that compares?
Yeah.
To say what's happening?
I don't know. Doc is saying we didn't get to that one right quick. Cincinnati is the better
Here
team.
again. Let me prove my point here. If, let's be honest, take Baker off the Browns, and let's say this team is now quarterbacked by your guy in Arizona, Double J,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. Do we say that this team is that the Browns, as presently constructed with Kyler Murray as quarterback?
Why are we doing that now, bro,
Yeah,
Rich?
see,
I don't know.
This is
No.
Because
I don't know if we want to go down
Hypothetically,
that road,
they would be
man.
undefeated.
Here's what I'm saying.
In my estimation, they'd be undefeated.
Because the issue is people are against Baker Mayfield. People don't see Baker Mayfield, just like you were talking about Stefanski. He wants his own superstar quarterback, his own guy that he developed. Because people don't, we've had this conversation on this people.
Oh, but hold on. Yes, we have. But here's the deal, though. There's no way in the world you can watch the Browns in those 4 losses if you want to, or in all 8 games so far this season, and that is your focal point. He's not the focal point of all them losses.
But Jay, you're not going to get away from the fact that regardless of what you think, this is the NFL. The measurement of the NFL is that position. This is what separates the Bradys of the world, the Aaron Rodgers of the world.
Yes, yes, but it was a false measurement today.
That they are able to will, if you will, their team to that extra yard or 2 and make that phenomenal play and make that phenomenal throw and get that extra yard. This is why
I got a question. I got a question for you all though.
Because he's not doing it this year because we watched him do it for all these years.
So hold your thought, TJ. I get where you're going, Brother Rich. It's a quarterback-driven league.
That's all I'm saying.
But let's be real, man. This ain't football, man. This is touch. You can't touch the quarterback. You can't since you're going down that road, because it's all kind of stuff that's inclusive in that. What I'm saying to you is there have been a lot of plays like what happened today, and I love Jarvis Landry. I think he is the heartbeat of this team. But like TJ himself pointed out a little bit ago, when he threw that ball to him, Landry had the first down. Baker made the play that you needed him to make. He gave the ball to Landry. He put the ball right in Landry. He was going for extra yards or whatever it is on the tackle, whatever it is, and he fumbled in that instance. Baker ain't his. He can't do nothing with that. How many times have we seen Odell Beckham?
Here's my response to you when you say that. Here's the difference. I'm just gonna offer this to you.
Okay.
Now, according to legend, if you do that with Tom Brady, you could drop that one time, but when you come back to that huddle in a righteous way, he's putting so much pressure on you and so much leadership on you and driving you so hard that you dread to drop that you are literally seeking perfection, because that was the New England Patriots way. And that was because they were led by somebody like a Tom Brady, like a Jordan, like a Kobe, and so the idea is that people would look at Baker and say, well, wait a minute, he had all that talent, and we can't achieve so and so because he can't get us this extra. Now remember, you told us on this program about Baker, and you sanctioned Baker and made us all have respect for Baker. I respect Baker Mayfield as a quarterback. I'm simply speaking into what you're talking about is the sentiment there, and the idea that Stefanski somehow kind of is not for. Because I asked you the same question on the thread. Why do they keep doing this 4-1 thing? It's insane. It doesn't make sense.
It does. If you've been watching the Browns for the last 40 years, it does.
Now to Bro Rich's point.
No, I said before. No matter how many times the nameplate on the door changes, I see something similar to what I've been seeing before. Listen, I get that the whole thing is about Baker. Nobody likes Baker and so on and so forth. Yeah, okay. But let's be real now. Go back to John Dorsey right quick. The reason why a lot of people did sign off on Baker, I being one of them, is because Dorsey made a lot of other moves that are still here. The Myles Garrett, the Kareem Hunts or whatever. So why would you, remember we talk about guys shopping for groceries?
Fact.
It ain't so much how much money or how many picks you got. It's the guy who's doing the grocery shopping. So point back to all the other moves John Dorsey made and tell me 9 out of 10 of them or 8 out of 10 of them that you didn't think, okay, well, if he made all them other good moves, why am I going to go against this one? Or why would I question this one when it came to drafting Baker? That's all I'm saying. Man, I mean,
Kyler came from the same system, so that's
what I was getting ready to
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they all came from Oklahoma.
Transfer. Yeah, they all came from Oklahoma.
The same. But
but Bro Rich's point about timing and in the drop, with the Landry thing, I just watched Tyler Johnson 2 hours ago drop a ball, and that would have been when they were down 9. Keep in mind they lost. So if
they struggled too today,
they lost.
Brady turned the ball over today too.
That's right. He got sacked. Ended up on his backside where his coach was telling him to just take a knee, end the game, and get out of there healthy.
So it always comes back to the NFL is any given Sunday. There are no guarantees.
Fact.
There aren't. And Doc says again, the record and the way their offense is flowing. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
This is what we're talking about. The rhythm of the team right now is not good.
That's right.
The team is not good. That's what we're saying. Your energy.
Well, whose fault is that then?
No, the entire team is responsible. This is not. That can't be one individual. No.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, the entire team. Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
That's why the bye week is going to benefit these guys, but so is playing the Lions.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you,
that's so disrespectful.
Just a game to where everything starts to feel right again, and everybody's on the same page, and everybody's having fun again, and then
I'm gonna throw this out here. We said this on this program. Check the tape. The Browns should have traded Odell Beckham, and when the history of what's going on right now comes out, I'm concerned that part of the tension in this team is that he's not getting serviced enough, because that's the kind of thing that trends on Twitter. He always trends every Sunday, and they always have a picture of him looking a certain kind of way and questioning whether or not he's being used right. And remember, this is a guy who fell all the way from New York. He's in Cleveland. He feels like he's not being used properly. What kind of tension is that creating, or maybe creating the appearance of tension that is now affecting the dynamics of the team?
I'm glad you said that, the appearance of. Every dude that I talked to when I was going out there, that locker room, they like the dude. I mean, okay. And all that other outside noise, man, it's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks or armchair quarterbacks out here or whatever it is. They're going to say this and say that or whatever. Yeah, they don't seem to be clicking like they should or whatever the case may be. But I mean, you could point to a few things, the training camps this year. I mean, that type of deal. I don't know. The dude playing with his 14th offensive coordinator. I mean, shucks, who knows, man?
Look, here's the thing. Barbershop, you just said it yourself. This is what needs to change. Just like Bro Rich pointed out about, yesteryear. And
Double J, you freezing up. Well, we can hear you, but your picture is still. It's a still shot there. But go ahead, keep talking.
Just ultimately that, just like teams like Kansas City are struggling, just like a team like Tampa can lose. Nobody expected them to be perfect. I just brought up some things that I think most ignored, which is the two realities: good defenses and a hurt team that isn't in rhythm.
Yeah,
give them a few, give them some time. So I think that bye week is again going to do them wonders, but they gotta limp there. They gotta go, like you say, run through it.
There's a lot of division games coming up, bro. I know we're not going to be undefeated.
Oh man, stop it! I mean, again, it's any given Sunday, man. And the last thing I want to say about that, I wish people, for whatever reason, a lot of people don't like Baker, and the majority of the reasons are, or the main reason is, I should say, because they look at the other guys and he's not them. Well, I don't need. Listen, let him be whatever he is. Okay, he don't have to be them. Okay, the NFL history has proven time and time and again. You don't have to have the guy that's 6'9" that throws the ball at 95 yards. And, you know that's not. You know, you don't have to have that in order to win. I'm gonna keep saying that or whatever. But they do need to maintain or get back to some continuity or whatever.
Y'all think it's the expectations or what? I think they got a part of it too.
Well, and that's another thing. The history has shown that too. Whenever, anytime, it hasn't been
with your grandpapa's Browns.
It hasn't been often. It hasn't been often, but anytime the Browns have had expectations, they've, they've.
These are not your grandfather's Browns.
Struggled somewhat. What that got to do with why the Browns not winning right now?
When's the last time the Browns had expectation? When is the last time? This is the
last year.
No.
Yeah.
Not to the degree that we're starting to have expectations now.
No, stop it. Yes, they did. They had the year the Tennessee Titans went in there and mopped them up.
Every reasonable-minded person understood that last year, the idea that the Browns were Super Bowl ready last year was an overrated ideology.
That ain't got nothing. We're not talking about Super Bowl. We're talking about the expectations.
But what expectations do you have?
They had high expectations last year.
To do what? What do you want to do in the NFL other than
not higher than this year? Because this year we bought a defense supposedly.
Exactly.
Okay, listen. Did they have high expectations? I'm not telling you what degree, whether one was 30 degrees or one was 25 degrees. Did they have high expectations last? He said, when is the last time they had high expectations? They had high expectations. Now it may not be to the degree that their expectations are this year. That's not what I'm talking about. Did they have high expectations last year? Yes, they did.
Absolutely. Yeah, only because people were picking them to be like their sleeper team. This year, it's like, okay, this year is this their year. Last year, it's like, okay, this is my sleeper. That's why we was ranting about the Browns.
Doc is saying injuries are why the Browns aren't winning right now.
Thank you.
Like Double J said.
Yeah. Okay. Well, nobody's disagreeing with that. Where did I disagree with that?
You didn't say you did.
Oh, okay. I mean,
you had already, you were in the kettle.
I already stated that. Exactly.
Hold on. Y'all said injuries. What? That's why we lost that game today.
That of course that contributes.
Absolutely.
No.
I'm not saying that's why they
listen.
lost.
We held their team to 15 points. What's the reason we lost? Is because our offense had no type of continuity. Our starters was there on offense. What's going on? Injuries had nothing to do.
Timing. This is why I'm telling you, timing. The only way you can get timing is by having people in practice.
You're making a valid
man. Defense.
I got the hoop stuff. Yes, for once, finally, you couldn't blame the defense.
Yeah, but
now let's see what happens in a week when it's Jamar Chase and the best wide receiver tandem outside of Arizona.
And let's not get it twisted. Ben Roethlisberger's arm is a limp noodle.
He's washed.
He's washed.
And air dried. He's still wet.
Yeah. Brandon, again, we need to be realistic and get back to being a run-first team, regardless of our quarterback is getting his numbers.
But the running backs
I
are
agree
hurt.
with that too.
They are hurt. And when you got hamstring issues that are supposed to leave you on the sideline, on the shelf for 4 weeks, and you're coming out there in 10 days, come on, man.
Double J. That's not an excuse, man.
What?
You got a quarterback who's supposed to be out for 4 months. I mean, you want to roll out the other dude, then they should have did that. They should have.
I said that too. He shouldn't.
I would have told Baker, I want you in January, not October.
Did Baker look hurt today?
Which is why he didn't look hurt to me. They should have done that. That's why they should have just signed Cam Newton for a temporary.
Oh my gosh!
No, why are you? Oh my gosh! Why? What's wrong with?
I'm not at liberty really to go into the details about that right here.
We know your sentiment on that, but here's what we're talking about.
It's not going to happen. They're not going to. They was going to sign Cam to do what?
And just let Baker get well so he could be there in January.
Listen, that don't play well in this town. Like when Andre Rison came here, they want this town here. They look. Oh my gosh! Don't let me get me started. Had the first incomplete pass Cam Newton would have threw, please. The reporters would have been all over it, whatever, and it would have been the story for the year. No, I don't want to see that happen to Cam. Not here. Double J, who you got? Packers at Chiefs.
Wow. Well, I mean, I just watched Aaron Rodgers beat a previously undefeated team without two receivers, basically.
AJ Green did. AJ Green.
No.
Oh,
Timing? Oh, how about that timing?
Yeah, AJ Green. Yeah. Yeah. What was he looking at? Who knows?
Somebody didn't have to throw him the ball?
What?
Somebody didn't have to throw him the ball?
Yeah, somebody had to throw him the ball. Who you talking about? AJ Green?
So what are you talking about? Why are you what are you talking about?
Because AJ Green should have been paying attention. That was a game-winning touchdown.
Now, if people were listening to me, they would have picked up Randall Cobb, who, in a PPR was 16 points.
Yeah.
So 2 touchdowns. I will say that. Nevertheless, for that reason, you have speaking of limp noodle, you got the Chiefs that, it looks like Andy Reid's only thinking about pasta and carbs. So, right now, Rodgers is thinking about that belt. So I'm going to go with Green Bay.
Yeah. Well, you see, Doc and B win. They say the Packers too.
Look at that.
Yeah, right. TJ, who you got?
I agree. I take the Packers, man. The Chiefs defense is terrible. I can't go against that discount double check. Not this week.
Yeah, but I tell you what, the Chiefs need to they got to tighten up the screws on turning the ball over. Because to Brother Richard's point about Patrick Mahomes, I don't know about being Jordan and all that, but anyway. They solved that turnover issue. They right back in it.
No, but here's the problem.
Mahomes, right?
Well, like you said, it's multiple phases, right? So now keep in mind they haven't been using Clyde Edwards-Helaire correctly at all. They might as well release the guy. He's on IR currently. Damian Williams isn't holding the ball any better. And yet they ran him more than they did Helaire. So that tells you kind of everything you need to know. On top of that, the cheetah seems to be just like a cheetah where you got one sprint and then you stop for a while. And Kelsey, he's hurt. Dude is hurt. It's obvious he is hurt. He is playing through something that if it were up to him or if their record were different, he probably would have missed the last 2 games. You can see it. Every time he takes a good hit, he is getting up slower and slower. And on top of that, that defense is nothing but a bunch of stop signs.
Yeah, I'm still wondering at some point here whether or not if that 17th game has had some sort of effect already on the games played currently. And the game.
What are you calling it? The 17th retrograde?
I'm just saying, adding that one game, it's almost like a guy got a coordinator position and wants to be a head coach. Yeah, that chair is sitting right there next to you. It's only one seat over, but it's a whole different ball game when you get in that seat. That one game could really be throwing the whole doggone clock off, if you would.
That's exactly what the league wants. And if you look at the records, especially in the AFC.
Yeah,
and like I said, this stuff's going to get flipped upside down here. The people that you think have ran away with it, they're getting some harsh reality checks, and it's going to tighten up, and that game is going to likely be something that we are, from a fan perspective, it is going to be certainly worthwhile.
Hey, one question.
What?
We still got that extra wild card spot, right?
Bingo.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah, but
Browns might make the playoffs then.
That's like a play. That's like a playing game. You don't want that. Doc says KC defense is horrendous. No, you don't want the playing game.
You seen our division?
Man, like the Dodgers. You win 106 games to do what? Come have a seat next to the Guardians. Oh, Casey's defense is horrendous.
I like
suspect.
Yeah, I see the blows. Y'all throwing blows back and forth.
Yeah, Casey's defense is horrendous and their offense is suspect. There's no way A-Rod losing. Yeah.
Did you say suspect? Yeah, he's got to be a Miami Hurricane. You said suspect.
No, he's talking about the Kansas City Chiefs defense.
Oh, I thought you were saying suspects.
No, we were not. Oh yeah, I got. Oh Oh, sorry, he was cracking up funny. The Improv is open all week. Brother Rich, who you got? Packers at the Chiefs, man.
Oh, without Aaron Rodgers is a premier quarterback in this league. Still.
Oh, please. Check the program. Last week you was talking about Mahomes and Mahomes.
No, I'm still a Mahomes fan. That's not going to change. But nevertheless,
you was being realistic. Okay, I got you.
Aaron Rodgers is the kind of quarterback that you don't just overlook him. And the fact that
until you get to the NFC Championship,
Kansas City is.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why you keep talking about things that the Cowboys never do?
I'm just saying.
We're talking about Kansas City not being up to snuff in terms of their defensive potential this year, not being the kind of offensive juggernaut they have been in the past, and they just not ready to deal with what Aaron Rodgers is out to prove. He's out to show his franchise and show the league that he's still a top man in this NFL. And so, who else would you choose on a night like that?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that sounds all right. I can't argue that. I would, but I won't, and I could, and I can't. Double J, Cardinals at the 49ers. Who you got? Even though we can't, you're not moving there. I hope we can still hear you. Who you got, Double J? Cardinals at the 49ers.
Cards.
Yeah. Imagine that. How simple is that? Yeah, you've been singing Kyler Murray's praises all year long. And he's been playing up to snuff, too. I got to give him that. TJ, who you got? Cardinals at the 49ers.
I'm going to take the 49ers. You know, Joe Montana, he's one of the greatest of all time. Hold on. Do he still play?
From a man that's trying to make a case that somebody else is the GOAT? I'd expect that.
I don't know. I don't know what TJ was going for right there, but he was going. Where are you going with that, TJ?
Joe Montana he was once the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, these young cats coming up, they be taking, well, Tom Brady ain't really young. LeBron ain't really young. But, yeah, they took over the mantle now. So, you know.
Well, speaking of young, Steve Young.
Oh, honorable mention. Honorable mention? No, not okay. Yeah, got it. Brother Rich, who you got? Cardinals or 49ers?
I gotta go with Double J's guy. He put us on the Kyler Murray early. He was on it early as a stop, and so he has not disappointed yet. So you gotta go with Kyler Murray on that.
Okay, and TJ, one more time. I just want to make sure I heard what you said.
Is Joe Montana playing still?
That's what I thought. Unbelievable.
Okay.
Baby Yoda for the win. Good one, Doc. Baby Yoda for the win. That was a good one, Doc. Yeah. Who we got here? Okay, let's see how. B Win say the Cardinals too. Yeah. I'm not surprised. It's the Cardinals all the way through and through. TJ, we're coming back to you for this last one. Titans at the Rams. That should be a good one.
Ooh, that's gonna be a bruiser.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
I mean, you gotta go with whatever you like. The Titans just was it the Colts today? OT?
Yeah, it shouldn't have went to OT though. Really, to tell you. Well, I mean, I wonder what's wrong with the Titans. They seem to be an enigma. You know, 1 week they look like barn busters.
They got they got a quarterback like Baker Mayfield. So
Doc say Stafford. Oh, right, shout out, yeah, Matt Stafford. Yeah, who on this program, some people just, I'm not going to even say all the disgusting, vile things.
I'm going to take the AFC, man. No, I'm going to take the Titans.
Yeah,
I like that. King Henry, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot you was wearing crowns that crack. Double J, who you got? Titans at the Rams.
You know, convenient that the 5 he picks.
Well, if you okay, hold it.
Here's
I caught that. If you go and look at the schedule for week 9, you tell me what other games other than the 5 I picked would even be worth mention. Thank you for clearing your throat. I appreciate that, TJ. I owe you $1. What were you gonna say, Double J?
See you at the vending machine tomorrow.
Absolutely not. It's gonna be $1 on the string, like the what's the commercial? Yeah,
you gotta be quicker than that one.
Stay for exactly. Go ahead, Double J. All these unnecessary interruptions. Oh, is that on me?
So here's the thing. You know, Hungry Henry is going to run into a wall that is Aaron Donald.
Man, he
And
gonna run Aaron Donald. Ooh wee.
so this is where he meets his match. He gets
What?
neutralized.
Double J, whoa.
Jalen Ramsey is going to lock up AJ Brown. Julio Jones is just
he's a no-show.
Yeah, he's just not himself anymore.
Double J, you singing King Henry's praises all week long, like TJ. King Henry.
Right. But here's the thing, though. The easiest way to beat the Titans is to realize that they have literally, they may be worse than the Lions or just one team better than the Lions when it comes to secondary and pass defense. So when it comes to Stat Patford and Little Cooper Kupp, and along with Van Jefferson, everybody's eating Robert Woods. You're going to see Deshaun Jackson bust this one for 50 plus out there.
I thought Deshaun Jackson wasn't even playing. Yeah, didn't they let Deshaun Jackson go?
I'm just saying it doesn't matter.
I got
it goes to Deshaun Jackson. Everybody's getting something out there when it comes to being able to throw on the Titans. Now, when you do that, naturally they have to play from behind. That takes Derrick Henry out of the game.
Oh, yeah, got you. Doc says, that's right. Matt Stafford is still his quarterback.
No, he's my fantasy quarterback.
Okay. He spelled it again, quarterback. And then B-Win, he said he taking the Titans. Yeah. It's just something about the Titans, man. You just don't know which Titans team is going to show up week to week. And they are capable, even with Julio Jones being out. They're more than capable. Tannehill's lightweight balling under the radar, you think? Maybe, I don't know, NFL MVP. I watched Brian Sipe win NFL MVP one year, 1980. Cleveland Browns, cardiac kids. Yes, let's go.
Now, I will say this. Had Cleveland beaten Pittsburgh today, that would have been the first, I believe, 3-game win streak against them since our host would probably tell us what was it, 86 to 89.
Yeah, exactly. That's so disrespectful, Brother Rich. I already see the way what your hat is cocked. I see right now you can really get a button.
Looking like
right now. Yeah. You see how his hat is cocked all to the side?
He trying to look like Jay-Z back there. I see
Yeah, he just got him an award the other day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Shout out to the induction. You know what I'm saying?
That's like 5 years late, ain't it?
Yeah, it sure is. That's another story for another day. But can we get a prediction? You know, Jigga, you know what I'm saying? The blueprint.
First, I'll tell the listeners not to pay any attention to anything you all say, because one is a Cowboy fan and the other one, we don't know who he's a fan of because he's wishy-washy like the facts.
Man, we giving you credit for being Jigga.
Yeah, I know.
We ain't calling you Tupac. No, Tupac, not. I don't know. Yeah, okay, got you. Yeah. So can we get a prediction, man? Who you got?
Leave Pac alone.
My bad. Okay.
Now we gonna call you LeVar Ball.
No, it's simple like this. I gotta think of which team I believe in less, the Rams or the Titans. And I always believe in the Titans less than I believe in the Rams. So, yeah, because the Titans are gonna be just as you described them. You never know which one is gonna show up. And while Derrick Henry is who he is, we don't doubt his greatness. We absolutely wonder whether or not the Titans will present themselves as a total unit. But we know that the Rams they're pretty much a seasoned team now, and because of their potential, I'll take the Rams in that matchup.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too, and I'm with Doc too. He said that AJ Brown was balling today. That's right. And my man B-Win. Did I already read that? Say he taking the Titans? Boy, something's going on with my screen too. At the end of the day, we shall see. I'm kind of surprised by the fact that Double J has Matt Stafford on his fantasy team, but he does not like Matt Stafford. He and Brother Rich are like Korskin brothers on that one. They really don't like it.
Question.
Oh, go ahead, TJ, with your quick question.
Calvin Ridley, what y'all think about what happened with him today? He said
I sent that to you guys.
Yeah, I know.
He's stepping away from the game for mental reasons. What y'all think about that?
Listen, all I can say is, on a serious note, Brother Rich, we've all said it more than once on the program. We talk about CTE. I have a friend, a very close friend, who played with the Browns. I mentioned his name here a time or 2 or 3 on the program. I've seen it firsthand or witnessed it. He's talking to me on the phone and can't remember. He's like, man, what were we talking about? And I chide him or whatnot, you know. Then he'll say, man, what's my name? And I'm like, man, you see, he's like, no, man, what? He's like, when did I call you? And I'm like, no, I called you. And it'd go on and on for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then he'll say, man, let me call you back, man. You know, that type of deal. So you got to respect it. Anybody and everybody, Kevin Love, or a couple years ago now, or maybe last year, you know, you have to respect that, especially again when it comes to football. You just got to respect it.
How is the league letting Richard Sherman continue to play football and continue to damage himself? And when he's obviously showing the not early signs, he's late stage CTE. All that tackling and that head trauma that he suffered in his career. You see it now impacting his personal life, and we're seeing police blood charges happening with him right now. Yet he's back in the league because nobody cares that he's just throwing his life away every Sunday for entertainment, because he would say that's the way he wants to go out. And so you're talking about a young man realizing that something is going on with him, and he has to step away from the game because now he has to face the effects of a game that he's given the majority of his young life to, which he will face the rest of his life now, however long that may be, dealing with the debilitating effects of that. Is that worth it?
No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
You know, but they say like almost like a player, you know, when he get injured during the game, take his helmet, you know, or like they did my man Iverson. I know it's a basketball analogy or reference. What was it, game 7 against Milwaukee or Toronto? One of them, that year they went to the finals. He had got hurt or whatever it is. He had to tell one of his teammates, man, put my jersey in your locker or something like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to save the player from himself, because that's all he knows. When you've been playing football ever since when they start, Pee-wee, 5 or 6 years old.
5 years old. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's ingrained, so to speak, or maybe embedded. You know, you got to save the player from himself.
Well, and that's why you always had to respect the decision that somebody like Andrew Luck made. Understanding, again, Stanford graduate, made a lot of money. Richard Sherman, I'm describing Richard Sherman. It just happens to coincide with Andrew Luck. So this is not an individual that had any type of history prior to that would have led someone down that road.
Right.
And as countless, you know, especially, you know, in when I was around the Bears for a few years, a lot of that, you know, 85 team and even some of the current players were beginning to, you know, were very vocal about what was happening when this was all starting to come out and their own experiences. And just as Barbershop pointed out, when you're hearing this stuff, the challenge is both accountability from the league itself, but then additionally understanding that this sends people down so many different routes, whether it be substance abuse or some type of coping mechanism, lack of opportunities to actually address it, and then of course addressing the problem itself, which really has no solution presently, to my knowledge, other than don't play the game. So
yes, I think it is.
What do you mean? You think it's what, a solution, TJ? Yeah, you freezing up.
I don't know if you would call it a solution, but I think it should be like some type of third party intervene, like something that intervene, overtakes the NFL. And when they had these little domestic outbreaks, I think they should intervene, have whatever player it is sit out for a while, 6 months to a year, and monitor them, have them go to counseling and stuff like that. Because it's getting out of hand, man.
Well, I mean,
they can't. But here's the thing: as Brother Rich pointed out, they don't care if you go out there on Sunday. And you know, again, it's they have a protect the shield by any means necessary. So if that means you acting out because of a bigger issue, it doesn't matter. You're under the bus now, and anybody else. So they're not going to say, hey, we've, you know, even if they did bring a third party along, remember that's still paid for by the league.
So in other words, TJ, what you're saying does make a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, the NFL, the Shield, they really see players as commodity. And when you see the players as commodity, you're not going to, you know what I mean? You'll give them what you give them because you might feel pressured from, I don't know, up some higher ups to be like, hey, y'all need to start. In other words, it's almost something akin to when what was the thing when people had to start hiring black people? You was doing it not because they
The
really
Rooney
thought they were
Rule.
qualified. Yeah, you know, you're doing it because to fill a quota. So in other words, whatever measures the NFL put in place for them guys, they do it because they had to do it. They don't really care to do it because you're seen as a commodity.
But they got a union. The union should take over that.
Oh, don't start with that, man.
No, the NFL player union.
So now you're starting the comedy routine at the end of the program, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah. TJ.
So you're saying that union don't care about the players at all either?
Man, the union, Demar Smith especially is double dipping.
Absolutely.
He working both sides of the table, man. At the end of the day. And then the last thing before we get out of here, I want to say about Sherman. Some people will say, well, why didn't he just quit? Hey, when you've been doing something for as long as a guy like him has been doing it, you don't know when it's like some of them guys retire. You hear him say, man, I didn't know what I was going to do with the rest of my life. I hadn't really given thought to really all of that like that, because football is in particular, especially at the NFL level, it requires you got to be focused on minute details, you know, film study, all of it. It consumes you. It has to, especially if you want to separate yourself from, you know, this guy from that guy and so on and so forth. So it's all of you every day, all of it. And then when you get out of that, all of a sudden it's like you didn't know it was another world out there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, almost like an inmate getting out after 15, 20 doggone years. You know, all of a sudden you've been let back, like Brooks Hatlin. I said Brooks Hatlin. See?
Here's
really
the thing.
So disrespectful.
You know,
go ahead, take us out of here, Double J.
With all of,
because hold on. You see, Brother Rich is trying to fade to the back. You see, now he's light then got a little darker. You know, that's that LA.
I like that. Was that a Jay-Z line right there?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't try to steal my thunder, young fella. Slow it down, Kimosabi. Slow it on down. Go ahead, Double J. Take us out of here.
Well, that's just it. You can know the price of everything with the value of nothing.
Right.
And, you know, at the same time, these individuals are just like, you know, this isn't a game to them. This is a career. This is something that they've spent 20 plus years investing their time in, no different than any other entrepreneur or individual that spent that amount of time with a particular set of companies. You have to reinvent yourself when you step away from it. And because that was how you identify. That's why you have a LinkedIn. That's why you have all of these different things.
Kobe.
What?
When Kobe stepped away from basketball, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm agreeing with
Brother Rich. Slow down. Slow down.
Say Kobe's name, you should stand up and salute, okay?
Listen, man. This is the thing. Y'all try to make me like the enemy of Kobe and Jordan, and I love both of them as players. I just like LeBron a little bit more as a player.
You don't
That's
love
all
Kobe
it is.
Jordan. You
just don't
like
him enough. Understand that. It's hard.
Yeah, you talking about you love Kobe and Jordan, but you really don't like them. Yeah, man, I cut me in and cut it out. And on that note,
your feelings to mine. Don't speak your feelings to mine.
I ain't speaking nothing. I'm just speaking facts. Yeah, as y'all would say.
I'm just saying.
Facts.
It's like me saying, I don't like Iverson because I love Kobe. No, I like both of them.
Doc says it's like Ali with boxing. Even knowing the risk, he just couldn't walk away. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we're alluding to. Yeah, I'm in agreement with that as well. Yeah, what were you saying, TJ? Nothing. Yeah, let me get on out of here so y'all go watch y'all listen to that game. And on that note, it's been fun. It's been fun, but we got to run. We appreciate y'all for listening. Don't forget to check us out right here on the StreamYard. On StreamYard Sundays at 8 on the PM side. Or you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, vlogcast, whatever the case may be, as well as the shop's Facebook fan page. And if you would be so kind to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all know what y'all can do. You can Google it for my man's Be Rich, TJ, aka Shadow Man, and Double J,
aka Speaking for the King.
Oh, please. And for all those who follow and support us, we say thank you.
Jesus for all the Sunday people.
And you've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, and come to the shop, walk-ins are always welcome. Holla.